Let's go! Rising Star Season Finals, the Winnerbracket Quarterfinal. This is day 2, and once again we take a look at the bracket. Kaldor was in charge of the games yesterday, where Happy defeated Spiral and Blade to make it into the top 4 as the favorite that he is. Hawk was eliminated by Blade, so we see the Moldovan human in the lower bracket round 2. Hawk found redemption and eliminated the German Spiral. So the second half of the bracket is up to us today. Foggy versus Sheik to start things with, and then X-Lord versus Cash, the second German, trying his best, recently signed up by Mousesports. So our players right here: Ukraine versus Russia, the top 4 participant of DreamHack Anaheim against the second Enigma of the scene. It's Foggy versus Sheik.
We're starting off on cross positions. Sheik in the bottom right with a I almost said standard build. It's not exactly a standard build. It's the happy build that the Emperor chooses, and for that reason many others have been following. Sheik one of them here, which surprises me. Like, normally he's very fond of ghoul openings and high ghoul numbers, but no, this time he goes for the happy build, which is 4 ghouls into early fiends and a DK quickly to harass. On Twisted Meadows, Night Elves oftentimes don't go for any creeping at all, as there's always a risk involved when trying to creep, as the camps here are so hard. But Foggy goes for one at the Warden, at the Knolls, which is so unusual to see. Normally it's always at the Merc or at the Gold Mine, but no, Foggy going old school again to a camp that hasn't been scouted yet. I think the DK will be coming in here finally. Went for Coil already. Can't steal the big boy, but should be able to get the Warden with a couple of right clicks. Oh, actually he's gonna get burned, and then he doesn't have mana anymore.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. Detonating the Wisp to get rid of all the mana, and the Demon Hunter now on the prowl, trying to take away some HP, and another mana burn, so the Demon Hunter down to 50%. I mentioned this in the pre-game discussion. The stats for Sheik are horrible. 2.5 years, 3.5 years actually, without a single win over Foggy. Wait a second. October 2016? Yeah, 3.5 years. So I hope he comes up with something special. So far, it's not special, but Sheik is a player who has a lot of special strats. Dreadlord, Ghoul Rush, what's up?
Double Crypt.
Okay. Old school Twisted Meadows Garg.
Absolutely looks like it.
Very
Wisp coming towards the expansion. Is that in time?
That's decent damage.
It's close.
1 Wisp hits 2 skeletons. A DK! 10 HP! Another arrow lands, 5 HP, and he wanted to deny, but it doesn't work, and the skeleton was taken care of as well. Foggy with the hero kill and the expo save. What an opening for the former Vice World Champion.
And now he's creeping very greedily, as he knows the DK is far away. I don't know about that one. He can't creep the whole thing later on with the Ancient of War. He has to go for it anyways. The claws +9 are really nice. That's pretty lucky right there for Foggy. But okay. Tech is coming in as well. Oh, that's a late tech for Foggy, though. My god. These Gargs could become very problematic.
He could go into more anti-air with archers, of course, as he still has the Engine of War, which is a little bit of exposed. We will see if it's mass Gargs. This should be confirmed very, very soon, because Fiends you can't really afford, and Ghouls, I think the Demon Hunter can already take care of the Ghouls, even though there's no second Engine of War here. Maybe it's a trick by Sheik to get a second hero, maybe Naga, and then push with mass Ghouls, but he could start production for that already, and that's not what we see. So he's waiting for his tier 2 tech to finish and then go into Gargs. DK with boots makes up for the... Oh, it is the Naga actually. Makes up for the lacking aura.
Naga and Gargs, that's rare to see. This is a lot of pressure early on. And Sheik is trying to disrupt the creeping of the expansion. With the Naga and the Dust, he has big kill potential against these archers, and the perfect timing as Foggy just pulled out the creeps, and this is a little stressful already for the Ukrainian.
He has 2 ghouls in this as well. Needs 1 kill for Rod of Necromancy. Actually used it here. Naga being focused right away down to 1/3 of HP. Demon Hunter following with boots himself. And yeah, this might delay the expansion a little, but it's another hero kill for Foggy. And the expo seems secure.
Yeah, Demon going for the boots here himself. Very, very important. Otherwise, she could have been able to run circles around him. So who is this better for? It's hard to tell. It's a severe delay on the expansion, but it's low experience on the undead side. Tier 3 is coming in. The second crypt was sold.
Wow. Is he switching back to Fiend statues? Well, I guess he has no advantage after this early game. Foggy saw the Garg as well. And he has a lot of archers already, so it would be easily dealt with.
Panda second by Foggy. Especially good against Gargs and Ghouls. But always good as long as you can level him up. And with the Demon being so strong, now being level 3 and having a staff, I think it's pretty reliable to assume that this Panda will be finding his progress.
I agree. He can just harass with the Demon and find time for this Panda and Brewmaster. He's close to level 2. The levels in general look very, very favorable for Foggy. Not even Unholy Aura. And that's so many easy hits for this Demon Hunter with the Claw +9. Even the Naga, like, you can't slow him down, but still no offense from Sheik.
Not having Aura is really painful here.
A player's forces are
and this is what a level 3 Demon with boots does. He just dominates the mid game, and I would love for Foggy to prioritize it more. Here this time it's working out, but it's kind of because of the early DK loss and the natural creep and so on. But look how much he's doing! This Demon, before Orb of Corruption in Tier 3 is available, this hero is so super strong.
Yeah, absolutely. 2 hero kills. That's what you get. Not even much creeping, but killing a lot that Sheik threw at him. So, strategic transition on the way. Not many ghouls to spare. Going into Fiends. Now his army is pretty much non-existent, and the Demon Hunter just takes care with the heroes. They're constantly low. He can trade 2 to 1.
Yeah. Of course his items were really nice. Claws +9 and gloves. But it's mostly the boots and the level 3 here, which are making this doable. In the meantime, Panda continues creeping. No second Ancient of War, so he can't go completely crazy. The first Ancient of War, I think a little bit late to continue movement. I think Foggy forgot about that a little, but it's okay. He's still gonna get level 3 here on this Panda very soon. And the DK isn't even level 2 yet. This is starting to become quite disastrous for the undead.
Yeah, let's take one look at the total XP bar. Foggy is far ahead when it comes to experience. So how can you catch up? You will have a 3rd hero in the Lich as Tier 3 is finished, and with that, an Orb. That means you enable power creeping, but you have an Expo against you, and you need to share experience by 3. What do you do now? Do you go for the very late game and rely on the potential of undeads there, or do you have to push because there's 2 bases against you?
I think pushing won't work because of hero levels. I think Sheik's best bet is creep around the map, make use of your aura once you finally get it, and get these heroes scaling really highly, and then at some point counter expand. But that's of course tons of time also for Foggy.
Yeah, Foggy's already scouting for a potential counter expansion. He has a Wisp in the bottom left and the Demon Hunter to scout at the bottom right. So just make sure that there's no curveball Tier 2 expansion by Sheik. And so far, he's doing a nice job. He finds him again, burns him again, keeps him from creeping again. Foggy's playing a wonderful game 1 in this series.
Only now that level 2 for the DK. My goodness. What a nightmare game. This is exactly what you don't want to have happen.
Yeah, it's full control. Boulder toss on this Naga. Maybe a potential target for the Demon Hunter if he wants to commit. Once, of course. Oh, no, he's actually 2 hurt. Catches a Nova with the surprise arrival of the Lich, and that is a... Oh, wow. How calculates he... Like, how does he calculate this? Before, on the Ancient of War, he made sure... on the Tree of Life, by the way. He made sure to not being forced to cancel when it was at 10 HP. Now he survived with 6 HP. Foggy well aware of how much damage everything does.
And the Panda found the big mana. That's very nice. Continues to creep. This will be his level 4.
Wow.
Can go for an invul as well if he wants. He certainly has the gold, and the demon would love to have an invul. TP is still available. We have the double staffs. Foggy is gearing up really nicely. When you play demon plus Naga, it's really dangerous to go super late game because you will get outscaled by triple undead hero really heavily. But when you have Panda and he gets to level 5, that is not necessarily the case anymore.
Yeah, like this power leveling is pretty insane. What are the Fiends supposed to do? They get roasted. If you bring ghouls to the fight, if you have any, they get roasted. And there's also a mischance. So the Panda is a wonderful counter on high levels. Even going for some items now, Scroll of Healing, even Mercenaries brought into the fight. And the Bears are ready as well, only on Adept, but Foggy is ready for a fight.
Yeah, absolutely. Does Sheik want to take one? I doubt it. First Nova onto the demon. Oh, the units of Foggy kind of busy against the creeps. That's not exactly ideal, but not that much here in the tank really that Sheik has, so there's not much to fear for Foggy. Now Master Training is ready. We have Roar. We have so much damage. The DK close to dying right there. Nova seemingly does nothing. Wow, GG.
Nothing but a stomp in game 1. Absolute control by Foggy. Even forcing Sheik into a shift of strategies, which very, very rarely happens in Warcraft 3. Selling a building, this is not ideal when all the builds are so elaborated. It comes down to like seconds.
Yeah.
And then if you have to sell something and like go into another strategy that you really didn't want to go for first, that hurts. And yeah, that hurt him big time.
Yeah, the DK not getting level 2, it just makes everything so difficult moving from the early to the mid game. Maybe that instant aggression isn't the right call, but Twisted Meadows, what else are you gonna do? Creep? You can't really with the DK. You can if you play ghouls, but it wasn't the ghoul build, it was the happy build, which just did not work out at all. And finally, Foggy makes use of a strong early level 3 demon, gets the lead. And now we have the counter pick by Sheik. What's his choice going to be? Not going to be LR. We know that much.
No, it's Concealed Hill, as you can see in our pick and ban screen right there. Echo Isles would be the second one. Foggy chooses Amazonia and Northern Isles. Interesting that Foggy chooses Northern Isles against Happy. You would instantly veto it because it feels like it's just his map. But here against Sheik, Foggy seemed to like it.
Especially early game-wise, this is a really nice map to start off well. The Night Elf can't really abuse Ancient of War too well. It's not an easy level 2 for him. And the DK can follow up with quick level 2 creeping himself without falling behind. So very different to Twisted Meadows.
All right. Thank you, Q7 Pi, Zero, Epo Skillburn, and Boah for the resubs. Epo Skillburn, 3 years. Thank you so much. And map number 2 is on the way. It is Concealed Hill, as we mentioned. Sheik fighting uphill once again. Like only one series in the past 3.5 years that he took off of Foggy. There was a Mo Cup. You guys remember Mo Cup? It's been forever since we saw these.
It almost feels like a mental block from Sheik considering those stats. When normally, you know, we think Foggy is the one who has a mental block against Happy. But maybe it's just Happy who is just much more insane than everyone else in Europe. Certainly much stronger than every other undead in Europe. And don't get me wrong, Sheik is very strong. He's a very strong undead. He is in contention for that number 2 spot, but no one has been able to claim or to challenge the Emperor for quite a while for that number 1 spot. This is a very interesting build by Sheik. This is Crypt, Ziggurat into Altar. So that looks very much like a Dreadlord fast expansion.
Oh, wow. Okay, let's go. We have Foggy in the bottom left. Okay, something's weird here. Sorry about that. Once again, the overlay doesn't like that I restart Warcraft. So Foggy in the bottom left as the Night Elf, of course, going once again with the Demon Hunter, who was so strong on game 1. But yeah, Sheik, you said it. Double Ziggurat, no shop yet.
Is he not gonna make a shop?
Is this the Edo build?
Wait, what? Okay, here comes the shop. That would have been very weird.
Yeah.
Undead shop, pretty good. So Dreadlord? No, DK, okay. Super late DK ghoul build, which most of the time indicates expansion.
A player's forces are.
This is not an easy expansion though, not at all. And especially if you don't have Dreadlord to control with sleep. I don't know how this is supposed to work. If Foggy scouts.
Me neither. Yeah, I think he just wants to surprise him. But usually Foggy is so stable when it comes to these rushes. He knows exactly when to place a potential second engine of war, where to position it. If AP is maybe the better choice, if he has the time to go for tier 2, or if he needs more archers, and when to use the mana burn so he has more healing from the moon wells if he doesn't. I feel he's very, very solid about that. And look how oppressive he is with the Demon Hunter. Like, running over right away, mana burns, pretty much the same story we saw in Twisted.
Why is his altar so late, though? Like, if he's not expanding, if he's... What is the benefit of this build? I don't get it. Maybe you have the 5th ghoul a little bit faster than normal, but it's such a tiny difference, whereas your hero is so much later. Yeah. And you also give the Demon Hunter an easy time to run across and harass you. And can't say that I'm the biggest fan of this build just yet. I can't even creep anything, because the Demon is here, the Archer as well, more Archers are coming. And that's a ghoul dying. Ouch. At least the creeps get it, not the Demon. Otherwise this would have been level 2 for him, and this would have honestly been a disastrous early game already. Yeah,
once again, DK 0 experience. And the Archers are here. Like, Foggy is so good against undead, but it rarely shows, because he's constantly being wrecked by Happy.
Oh, he's prioritizing the boots again. Thank you, Foggy! Finally! After years.
He ends up in a surround, or almost a surround, but the ghouls take care of Archers first. Foggy moves him back, so is the ghoul. Pretty much a 1-for-1 trade, only HP. Gets the surround again, but moves out of that. And in the meantime, we have the tech at 50%. He shouldn't, like, maybe he doesn't even need Hunter Souls. This looks very stable once more.
Now that a good number of archers are out, I would like to see Foggy shifting gears a little bit more and go into creeping himself. There's boots on the DK as well.
Wow. So rare to see. He's struggling to kill the first creep camp. Foggy bullies him throughout the early game.
This can very quickly turn around though. Tier 2 is about to finish, and with a Naga coming in, Naga with boots on Sheik's side against a level 1 demon is really good. Foggy needs to start getting some levels in.
And I think that's exactly what he does. Retreats, Sheik has vision on him. Archers move into position. Hunter's Hall is ready, or about to be ready. And then, yeah, should be Naga by Foggy this time, maybe. You can't really expect Garg play. One would be kind of nice to creep the dragons at the fountains, but that shouldn't be your priority. Or you shouldn't pick a unit because of that.
So good Naga time. Sheik. Nope. Taking to tier 3 quickly instead, delaying the second hero. Foggy finally gets the demon too, and Naga for him. Slipper is also pretty nice. And the Ancient of War now in position at the lab. That is to be expected. But without a second hero, she can't really be aggressive, so he's just creeping up for now, and will be getting level 2 as well. Getting ready to make the transition into Fiends and Statues.
Alright. Finally level 2 for the DK. It's a lot faster than it was on Twisted as Foggy moves back. Heavy investment actually into items with boots, with potion. Not sure if this potion is actually necessary. Also staff.
I think he was expecting aggressive Naga play as he was so low level and he saw the boots on the DK. That was a very bad attempt of the Ogre surround, by the way, by Foggy. That was quite sloppy, but okay.
Sheik checks for this expansion and DK walks out of range. Can't be threatened by frost arrows anymore.
Seems like Foggy wants to go one lower into tech. There it is. I really like this. Gives you a quick tier 3 still compared to the undead, relatively. But gives you one Dryad at least out, which is such a swing-heavy unit in the mid-game stage. And then you can go for a second lore. Whilst going to tier 3.
Yeah, I like that as well.
Really aggressive.
It always feels like mass Dryads early on. That doesn't do anything really. Ooh, mana burn again. But the Lich is there as well. Reveal, waiting for the Nova. This is definitely an archer kill. There we go. And the Ghouls on the prowl.
Coil's coming in as well. The next Nova could find... That was pretty lucky. This could have been way more archers dying. Yeah. And Foggy, in my opinion, a little too aggressive right here. Oh, Foggy. That was a bad overextension. 3
archers killed, only trades it for mana. And another... Okay, now he finds a ghoul kill, but he's down to his heroes pretty much. Naga again in trouble. We've seen Naga falling very, very quickly throughout this entire series.
Yeah, if he goes for an attack like that, like, please do it with a Dryad. Creep up more, get the Dryad, then do this. And in the meantime, also, Ancient of War ran into the creeps. This one might be falling. Foggy, after an outstanding game 1, is making quite a few mistakes here now in game 2.
Was he too sure of himself? Knowing the statistic, the 24-1 statistic in his favor, seeing how game 1 went and how nicely he played game 2. Another mistake here. Druid of the Claw Adept upgrade queued while the other Ancient of Lore is doing nothing. Yep, mistakes are queuing up.
Yeah, and still no bear coming either with 650 gold now, finally.
Giving Sheik
if he was playing against Happy, this game would be over already.
Yeah, but he's not. Sells the Watch Award to Sheik. Okay. And I guess another attempt of getting the Ogre Lord. This time it works. And the biggest item on the map goes to the Night Elf.
Hood of Cunning is okay. But not the big one he was hoping for. In the meantime, DK gets level 3, Lich to level 2. Should be Frost Armor nowadays. And Destroyer form coming in. More Fiends. Sheik's tier 3 starting to look scary. Oh my god, and this Creepjack right here could win him the game.
Absolutely backstabbing Foggy here if he sees it, and he does. Naga level 2 gets nuke, gets the potion. Staff is not ready. Oh, it's on her actually. TP out. That could have been way worse.
Yeah, this was not so well done. Didn't even get the archer.
Demon Hunter gets Coil Nova, forced into using the Moon Wealth. There's a big potion on him. Maybe not the best idea to focus the first hero.
No level 3 on the demon makes this quite problematic. Wisp detonates coming out, mana dropping low. Lich and DK out of mana now. Foggy going back deep into the main, diving or making his opponent dive as much as possible. Big heal, waits until the last second to use it, but he's still kind of surrounded. Staff to get him out of there. Still in trouble, still in trouble. Moon Juice, heal pots, something. Orb of Venom. Able to run away just barely. And finally, Bear Master Training is finished.
Okay, 2 bears in the base, 1 Dryad falls already. Was this an overextension? Should he not focus on the units or on something else instead of the Demon Hunter with evasion? Ghoul's still in this. He wants to take out the bears. Mana for the Sea Witch is completely dry. Invo Potion on the DK. Ancient of War arrives. Can maybe right-click this? Okay, so what did Sheik accomplish really in this push?
Well, he killed quite a few units, archers and dryads, and there's not much left here for Foggy. He's got more bears coming, more dryads coming, but the demon is still super hurt. Should probably go for a telestaff to rejoin the army.
Was he at the fountain to heal up?
No.
Ooh, okay.
And here's the telestaff. And finally, the demon is rejoining, but another bear died. The archer is also gonna fall. The warden, the naga, excuse me, is in trouble. And there's just not enough health on these heroes. Foggy is getting punished for his sloppy play.
The bears, though, reach the back line. DK is still hurt. Maybe he can dive for him, but with what? Another bear falls in the front row. Simply too many mistakes. Two new Dryads. Another coil was ready with the defense positioning on the DK. 40 HP.
Oof. 3 HP on the Demon Hunter. Oh my god.
All the heroes about to fall. The statue, oh, not healing here. Goes all the way across. Lich in trouble. No coil.
New statue coming in for Sheik here. That's crucial. That one needs to be turned on healing and the other on mana. Another bear dies. Fiend's still healthy. Foggy, struggling, reeling, about to lose this.
The shop is about to be gone. We have one heal potion on the Demon Hunter. Finally some mana regen with the Moonstone. But that was the last potion. Naga's back to like half health. That's one dive. The statues save this push for Sheik and might secure the victory.
Demon used the heal pot already. He might
Naga.
not be getting out of this one anymore. In fact, he is surrounded and dead.
Wow.
GG. 1-1. Surprising that Foggy, after such a strong game 1, plays such a, honestly, very weak game 2.
Yeah, definitely sloppy after the early game. That was not to be expected at all. But yeah, that can happen if you feel too sure. And with that, we have our series tied up. 1-1. That was not what the odds suggested going into this series.
I guess that was the best map for Sheik, so all is still very much doable for Foggy, but also still for Sheik. The level 3 demon hard carried him in game 1, and then in game 2 he once again moves away from leveling his first hero. I guess he still, you know, isn't completely on board with that mantra. Depending on the map, depending on the early.
So I'll be a little late into the game to check if our tool is working again. Don't want to cast without an overlay, of course. But yeah, technical difficulties happened. Sorry about that one game.
Oh. The door is ringing. 1 second.
All right. Thank you, 7G, for the 11-month resub. And okay, it's working again. 11-month resub say, thanks for the great content. Keep up a good job. Greetings from Manchester. What's your favorite unit, hero, and building in Reforged? I don't know, man. Let's focus on the game. Wait a second. Oops. I should definitely be able to join this. Northern Isles. What? Ah. Map was full. What the? Okay, I landed in some weird custom game. But now I'm back. So now, with 2 maps played, the starting map was Twisted, the second one was Concealed. We go on to Foggy's pick 1, and that is Northern Isles with Amazonia and Echo Isles remaining after the bans of Terraner Stand and Last Refuge. No match point yet, but whoever wins this has 2 match points in a row, basically. And Sheik, will he pick up the momentum? Once again, the stats, look at it. 91% win rate of Foggy. But Sheik still made it in this high-stake game. 1-1 between the two, and we go live into Northern Isles.
What are we gonna see here now next? The Demon Hunter once, very successful, and then the second attempt, very much so the opposite. A lot of that had to do with leveling, and the good thing on this map is you get a jump start to level 2 right away. with the Ancient of War, the Tuskars. Will be a little bit expensive with Wisp Repair, but should be worth it. Now, some Night Elves play Warden here.
Foggy is definitely one of them.
Foggy against Undead, though, in forever. It would surprise me.
So we will see the answer in a second. Demon Hunter again.
And Ghoul build by Sheik. So not the happy build anymore. Seems like he tried it on the first map and decided not to go that route. With a happy build, your aggressive potential early on is very limited as the Ghoul numbers are very low and can only really be used for creeping. Not across the map aggressively, because you do need their lumber income.
So far, in this entire tournament, the only big surprise was Hawk losing to Blade with a 3-1. This could be the next one, if Sheik takes this home. This map is always interesting to me, since a lot of Night Elves seem to pick it if their opponent is not happy, but happy seem to love this map for some reason. Is there a reason for this?
I think it's pretty good for Night Elf because of creeping early on. You can go for level 3 Demon here pretty easy, or level 3 any kind of hero you want, be it Keeper, Warden, or Demon Hunter. And the expansion isn't too hard to take either. So I think just in general, this is a pretty good Night Elf map. Happy, I guess, is just happy, and for him it's a map that he likes to play. But objectively, this is a good Night Elf map.
Right, this is also a good item, Potion of Invulnerability right away. She creeps the big consumable as well with ghouls.
Yeah, with a lot of ghouls, right?
Yeah.
How many is that? 4 ghouls? It's gonna delay his tech by a long time.
Oh, yeah, he started without teching. There's only 1 in the main, and he needs 2 more.
Foggy went for an Ancient of War creep with Wisp Repair, and he's still teching faster.
Yeah. And I think quite a lot. He needs 1 more delivery. And these ghouls just started harvesting. I sense it back now. Is it enough? No, it's not. Oh, Sheik, there was a little bit of a mistake.
Yeah, now he does. So it's not far behind the Night Elf, but a normal Undead tech is supposed to be a little faster than the Night Elf tech. And the Night Elf with an Ancient of War repair tech should be quite a bit behind. But this demon getting so high up in levels has basically no downside, as he is not falling behind in levels. Now, the upside for Sheik is he's got good experience as well, level 2 and a bit already. Not going for the boots here this time at the shop, only the dust. And now moving out, looking to be a little more aggressive. I like this early by Foggy, much more creep focused, much more level 3 focused.
Absolutely. But Sheik also finds level 2 quite early. And this Scroll of the Beast, I mean, against Night Elf, you can always dispel it with Wisp, but if you find a fight in the middle of the map somewhere, this can be great for the early tier 3 push with the first Fiends and Ghouls and Frenzy and everything.
I like Sheik creeping this camp away. This is the easy level 3 for the Demon denied. This is pretty smart. It's a nice play.
Catches a mana burn for it, but that's about it. Archers can't do too much.
A player's forces are under
as
attack.
tier 2 unfolds.
The town is under
Hunter's
siege.
Hall is ready for Foggy, or is there for Foggy. No double crypt in Sheik's base, so pretty standard once again.
He's going heavy on archers. He's going up to 6. No hunters. No, there is a hunter's hall.
There's a Hunter's Hall.
6 archers. Wow. Should move the Ancient of War right away to start creeping again soon.
Demon Hunter has boots
Player's
again for the
forces are
3rd
under
time.
attack.
Even if this map isn't too big. It's no Amazonia, but it's also no Twisted. Seems to be in
even on
fashion.
a small map, just weaving in and out, getting mana burns off. Big deal.
Yeah, but still, we don't see it all the time.
We should see it all the time.
You and your strong opinions.
Like boots on the demon in this matchup especially. Such a game changer.
Panda again.
second.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this time versus Fiends. And this time on a smaller map.
And then It makes sense that he's going so heavy on archers. He wants to creep heavily. It's a lot of archers. 7 archers. One well-placed Nova plus Frenzy Ghouls could be very dangerous.
I agree. Also finding a tier 3...
Oh
What?
my god.
Almost saw him.
Misread by Sheik. Oh my god. If he had just ended up going towards the panda, I mean, with the Wand of the Wind, he could have saved himself, but... My goodness. Foggy, that's a big risk as well.
Forces are under attack.
Like, the demon was supposed to cover him and supposed to distract, but that didn't happen. And Foggy claims both camps in the middle. Something that really should not be happening if the other is playing Naga second.
Alright, wait a second. So he keeps the shop as well. This time he's revealed, but only with an illusion. The real army is coming in later. One of the wind kind of wasted, but he can still get out. Or can he? Good damage on this panda. Town portal out. Demon Hunter. Can he coil him somewhere? No, the damage is once again not enough. Foggy gets out with the black eye. And only the town portal gone. Oh, and the archers apparently out of position for the town portal.
If those archers hadn't died, this would have been really good for Foggy.
Yeah.
Getting these 2 camps in the middle just for a TP trade, absolutely worth it. But these 2 archers dying does hurt. I mean, ideally, you want to be moving more into Dryads and Bears anyways, I guess. But still, it was 2 archers lost for nothing, really. But now the demon with a level 3 and the boots, once again aggressive, once again trying to pressure, trying to burn, and buying space for the panda. I like this much, much, much more than the concealed game.
Tier 3 about to finish for Sheik, going for more statues. Now the Demon Hunter, as he is on level 3, trying to distract, trying to buy time for the Pandan Brewmaster, who's also level 3, and the robe of the Magi is finished as well.
A player's forces are under
Does
attack.
he have a Dryad? Yes, he does. Okay. Ancient of War only now going to the next camp, by the way. This Ancient was forgotten for a long, long, long time. But it will be getting to becoming useful again soon. Oh, the Wand of the Wind! Oh, you're right. It does look differently now. It looks pretty good, actually.
If it's not stuck, it does. But yeah, it's not laughable anymore.
Frenzy
True, there
is
was the
coming
first,
in.
or second time we saw it once at the shop on the stream. The fixed Cyclone, ladies and gentlemen. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Foggy was revealed there at the Arachnithids. Too afraid to start creeping it, really. He must have known Sheik was far away, but I guess he doesn't have a TP anymore, so he's feeling a little tentative.
But he had a
Player's
wisp.
forces are under attack.
Doesn't see too much. Okay, yeah, there's a little risk he's getting jacked. So, Ghoul Frenzy is finished. What will Sheik do with his power spike?
And Foggy is running in here with only 1 bear, 2 are still in production, and he doesn't have master yet.
Yeah.
This is turning out not to be getting punished, but this could be punished so heavily. He has no way of knowing that the Lich isn't out yet, that Frenzy isn't done yet.
Frenzy was done.
This...
But he got 2
If a Lich
ghouls.
is there and 1 heal
player's
scroll,
forces are
Sheik
under
would smash this fight. Really risky plays by Foggy again, when there's no reason really to play risky.
Maybe a little influenced by Sonic. Creeping this camp away, and this time Sheik is the aggressor. With the Lich in, what's he going for? These archers all lined up nicely for a Nova. There we go. 1 killed immediately. Snipes the statue as well with the bears, who is now master but not morphed. Taking out the statue would be a big deal, and he gets it.
Are under attack.
Second one as well. Absolutely right. Foggy not evacuating out of this, being too greedy, I guess.
And this could have gone a lot worse. If the Nova had been faster and the ghouls quicker and the heal scroll better, this could have been all archers dying. All of them.
Oh, the bears surrounded. One trying to morph out of it. Oh, that's a sweet ghoul barbecue right there. Gets the bear in the end. No follow-up. Will these ghouls survive? He sends them back into the fight. Is there a heal scroll? No.
There is not. The Lich
Demon.
getting focused by the Demon in trouble as well. Has to go for the invul.
Lich.
It's a bare knuckle box fight here. It's a lot of damage on both sides. Foggy at 42 supply. Oh no, it's 50 with 2 more bears coming. Sheik at 41. Heroes dropping low. Need to be careful. Bears need to bring in the reju. Everything's about to die over here. Wand of the Wind as well. The Lich trying to make it for the invul at the shop. And he does. And now it's the Foggy, the one in trouble. Has to go for a heal scroll. That might not necessarily be good enough.
Reju though. So good. Raw being used. DK in trouble. There is no TP. But the Demon Hunter in focus fire of the Lich catches way too many hits. And just dies. So the Panda's on his own. Can the Bears carry
was
this?
taken out. So now it's easy to kite here for Sheik. Foggy. Making quite a few mistakes. Trying to go for a Tavern Revive, but he doesn't have the money. Still chasing the Lich, but he has nothing that can slow.
A little bit too greedy, a little bit too flashy. And again, his nemesis, the Lich, trying to block 2 bears. Say hello.
Oh, nice.
Panda as well. Can still sidestep.
Where's the breath? Was it
Not coming. Not coming. Oh, save on the Lich. Ooh, Foggy.
Yeah, also, the fact that he doesn't have a staff when he lost the TP earlier.
Demon Hunter back. But again, a bear falling.
And there's no Dryads here. No Dryads, no Naga. There's no slow. Oh, the DK. Oh, and the Demon. Level 4, level 2 aura. Nothing is gonna die anymore.
This could be a big surprise right here in the Rising Stars Season 1 Finals. Foggy about to drop the second map. Sheik already looked good against Thorzane earlier today, but after game 1, who would have thought that it's gonna be such a fight for Foggy? He's pushing into the base again.
Gonna take out one more bear. There's 0 anti-air here. Literally 0. When you don't have Naga, you really need to make sure you have some Dryads alive. Otherwise, you're just gonna get out-microed from Alpha to Omega.
Demon Hunter's staff now. He has not even an orb. He doesn't have the gold for it. Bears just walk into the fiends. Sheik is on the, playing with his DK. He's on fire already.
Statue changes everything.
Huge arrival.
And the Frost Armor. The lack of Dryads, more than anything, is killing Foggy.
Panda kill as well. That's the 3rd hero kill for Sheik. And Foggy taps out again. 2-1 for the underdog.
Well played by Sheik. Punishing there the way he was supposed to. But Foggy, what is happening? This was not a bad early game as concealed. This was a good early game. And then he unnecessarily risks it all in a... I'm sorry to say, but it's a pretty stupid push. No Orb of Venom, no staff, no Master Training, no TP to get out, and he's forcing a fight across the map when any second under tier 3 could be hitting.
He was a little lucky by dodging the first bullet at the laboratory, but the other 3, they hit him straight at the 12.
Yeah, that looked to me like Foggy isn't used to the timings of one base. Normally he always plays with an expansion. Maybe that's where, he's not so used to just the arms race on one base. But that was a massive mistake. There was a couple of big mistakes.
And now he's in the ropes, the boxing champ. About to be thrown to the lower brackets. Same thing that happened to Hawk yesterday. That would be one of the biggest accomplishments for Sheik in the one-on-one competition if he continues like this. This is Foggy's last map pick. It's Amazonia. And if we tie this up and make this 3-2, the map pick for Sheik is Echo Isles.
Alrighty. Amazonia it is. Foggy against the ropes, unexpectedly. Is this where perhaps he changes things up? Is this perhaps where he goes back into Keeper? Back into Mass Archer? We have to remember this Dryad Bear style is a style that Foggy hasn't really been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
When he was trying to discover the best build against Happy, and I guess by extension against all undeads.
He played pretty much everything else but this. We have a couple of new subs. Thank you, Lieutenant Frank Drabin, for the 2-month resub. Thanks. We thank you. The Will Cube, greetings to Poland, Rockareem, Rip Gulen, and Stars and Stripes. Thank you guys for your support. Foggy's ready. Sheik is ready. Match points for the underdog. We start into Amazonia.
Map 4 could be Foggy's end already. Crazy. You mentioned it earlier. The win record between these two is ridiculously one-sided in favor of Foggy. And if he has such trouble here already, this is an undead stacked tournament. We have Happy, Sheik, and X-Lord. And if Foggy doesn't start playing a lot more solidly soon, I'm worried for him. But he showed on map 1 that he can also have very strong games. But there it was mostly Sheik overextending and giving the game away. It's up to Foggy here to play better now.
Alright, so 3,700 people witnessing Foggy struggling against Sheik, the Ukrainian former vice world champ, in the upper right of AZ. Sheik, bottom left. What's the build now? Looks pretty standard so far. Once again, the question, Foggy, what hero are you going to play?
Sheik went for the gamble the early Ghoul Scout sent out, hoping to be able to cancel an Ancient of War, which was greedily closely placed to the creeps. But that wasn't the case. Foggy placed it far away from the creeps to make sure something like that would not be a danger. And that is not good early game-wise for Sheik. This is going to cost him a ton of lumber. And will most likely mean a much slower tech for the undead compared to the Night Elf.
It is a Keeper of the Grove. Foggy is switching it up. No Demon Hunter anymore on a fast level 3 map.
A player's forces are under attack.
So with this ghoul build, of course, you need a second Necropolis at some point, and there we go. Please educate all the new viewers in chat who don't know why this is. You don't have the lumber for the ziggurat or want to save it for the tech. And so you invest a little more gold to get the 10 supply you need. So Ghoul's still harassing, but that didn't do anything.
Is the Keeper looking for the kill on the Ghoul? Pulls the creeps first. But the Ghoul is pretty hurt already. Should be an easy kill.
But the creeps are out of position with this. You can't attack all 3 of them at the same time with the lightning shield. So creeping is slowed down, but in return he gets the experience from the Ghoul. So that makes up for it. Sheik moving straight to the right, maybe for the trolls, and more ghouls before the tech, as he's really struggling with lumber.
Yeah, just looking for wisps right now. There's not so much he can do. He has no shop either because of the Ghoul early on. This Ghoul Scout early really is a big commitment, and it ended up doing nothing for Sheik. So Foggy's looking good so far in this game. And I would love for him to just creep up level 3 and then dominate the map with that level 3.
It should be easily doable. Here's one snipe. There's no mana burn this time, so a lot more coils coming his way. Can't prevent level 2. And with that Ghoul, of course, level 2.3 already. This Kobold camp should be easy to take as well. You lure them out, they walk here, you entangle and creep this safely. Otherwise, if you creep with your back towards the tavern, then it's an easy backstab usually. But Foggy plays it even more safe and goes for the Murlocs.
Waiting for a few more archers to come out, and then it's gonna go most likely towards the middle to the kobolds.
Forces are under attack.
And the DK, I think even if he steals a kobold, it's not enough to deny level 3. So this should be a very easy level 3.
Strong comeback by Foggy. Got 2 slaps in the face, and he responds with this. Keeping the DK at distance while creeping with treants. Not even an Ancient of War. And
oh, that was so close.
He did get
the
it.
last hit.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, that's guaranteed level 3 for the Keeper, and then what?
And then the ghouls don't do much. But the ghouls on the other side of the map can certainly creep by themselves. That was level 2 for the DK. Almost has one more coil. That tunneler could be his.
Yeah, can use it now. But Foggy playing nicely around it. Not wasting one more right click on it. Treants now. Okay. That is buying some time for Sheik. Big last hit now.
If he gets the big boy,
Yeah.
that's level 3 denied.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get. Foggy,
Yeah.
of course, knows. The DK will be sharking around for this. Tech for Foggy about to finish. And it's going to be time for the Alchemist.
Sheik wants this so bad, but there's no chance. Good positioning. Always pressure on the DK. Something was hitting the entire time. It was really good. And an expansion on the back of this because he knows he can't punish this.
No Alchemist yet. I guess he's on tier 2. Of course, you need that first. Foggy knows how strong he is right now. Would love to snipe some ghouls or even better, fiends. Temple of the Damned.
Players' forces are under attack.
Say what?
Temple and Slaughterhouse.
He's not necro pushing a Night Elf. Because Wisp counter it ultra hard.
Yeah, he is, bro. Double Temple.
Are you kidding me? This
And
is
Pit Lord. Sheik, what is this?
this is
A player's forces
knowing that the
are
game
under
has been
attack.
lost. But I'm baff. I'm out of words. This is the 4th time in a week we see a necro play. Did we miss some sort of buff on these units?
No.
Are you sure? Because sometimes things are not mentioned in the patch notes.
I'm pretty sure.
A
They
player's
have kind of a
forces are under attack.
passive buff, a psychological one, which is that only necro players know really how they work because nobody ever plays against them normally. So nobody knows about the timings.
Oh, greater mana on this alchemist. But you just need like 5 wisps, and then that's it. Cleave
Second
person.
temple was cancelled again. There's a single gargoyle scouting around the main. This is starting to look quite weird again. It's starting to look a little bit like Twisted Meadows again.
He's going necro adept training, so he's kind of committed.
Really good
Dude.
keeper play, by the way.
Is he going frenzy with the high stack, like highly stacked pit lord?
Oh yeah, that is a strat we've sometimes seen.
Like it's not inside frenzy anymore. It's like single frenzy. But you need tier.
But how's he
I
gonna
know.
deal with the air?
A player's
Gargs.
forces are under attack.
Gargs. Oh my god, it actually is. LOLs. What is this strat? If this works.
Unholy Frenzy is back at tier 2, so we don't need tier 3. You can still get Gargs. You're not facing a Panda, so you don't need Stone Form. You missed out on Frenzy and the Orb, though.
Yeah, Sheik's macro is not lining up. He's got 600 gold.
Yeah, Ziggurat a little late again.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Foggy sees the temple and is like, what? Wait, did you got replaced by an AI or something?
So, Garg is not being shown yet. Unholy Frenzy on the Gargs.
Okay. But they're not fast enough.
A player's forces are
Foggy
under
knows what's
attack.
up now.
So Unholy Frenzy increases your attack speed by a lot, but you use some mana on that. Instant focus on the DK, trying to force a TP. So far he didn't get a single unit.
900 gold.
And 35 supply. Acid Bomb onto the ghouls, that's their hard counter.
It's not working out. Nope. Nope.
Nice to see Unholy Frenzy for once, though.
Well, there was an attempt.
Yeah, but nothing more really.
Nice that Night End is in chat. One of the world's most decorated Necro players.
Yeah, and also no dispel against the Keeper.
Like, if you can put all the forces together in one push, though, and force a fight, and you have, like, 50 supply, ghouls, gargs, and Pitlord, maybe this can work.
Maybe.
But it didn't line up that way.
Howl of Terror reduces like the Hippogriff Rider damage to pretty much 0. So it could be nice as well. The level 3 Alchemist. Isn't that the counter to it all? Expo up for Foggy for quite some time now.
A player's force.
And just more and more Hippogriffs. Why not?
Yeah.
I think his game kind of fell apart when the Ghoul wasn't successful.
Yep.
From that moment on, there was pretty much nothing anymore, really.
$70 supply for Foggy. That's a lot of army.
A player's forces are under attack.
Got the big one, didn't he? 40 supply, I would kind of like to see him go Thorn's Aura. We transition to Banshees now, by the way. For Curse.
So he can curse 2 of the 25 units.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, this is rough, but apparently Sheik sees a way getting back into this.
He wants to expand
He
himself.
wants to expand. It's sort of funny that Foggy is not going any fairy dragons, just hippos and hippo riders. 70 supply already.
Yeah, there's no Nova, so don't need Magic Immune units.
And creep check. Nice timing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Alchemist is so powerful, by the way. Almost 4 armor. 1.2k HP. Okay, we have Frenzy again. On all the Gargs, he's getting ready. But he's forgetting about... Okay, he's baiting the Acid Bomb and now goes in. Howl of Terror as well. Oh, Protection Scroll. That hard counters it all again. Big air fight. DK is super low. And the Arch is on the ground. Help against these Gargs as well. Frenzy is good. But Night Elf is better.
Yeah. Decent attempt, Sheik.
Yeah,
You may now leave if you feel like it.
was a 50 versus 70 supply fight. If at all. The Pit Lord has some good damage. He's doing decent work. But he will fall to the... Oh, no, there's a coil. But yeah, that's ridiculous right now.
Yeah. Alright, Sheik is not giving up yet. He's starting to transition into Fiend's Web at tier 3.
Also, Foggy is going tier 3 for more upgrades. Marksmanship, orbs. Pitlord is always safe for now. Like, Frenzy Fiends are doing great damage as well. Oh, Foggy. Mana Tree of Life at the 6 o'clock.
Why not? He's so far ahead. He just killed the entire enemy army. A little bit more creeping. That's a nice aura. And level 5.
And close to level 5 Alchemist. Like, absolute domination by Foggy again. I think it's fair to say that he found back, and maybe that was the mistake by Sheik. Go for this greedy opening. Go for this risky opening. Give an invitation to Foggy. Back into the series.
Yeah. Would have liked to see him play more standard as well. But he was hoping for a cheeky one. Sheik has 4 Fiends in a moment. And a Berserker. But no Destroyers.
Snipes the Slaughterhouse for the second time. Pit Lord, a little underwhelming compared to a Lich. And no Frenzy anymore. Even went for Berserkers. Okay, Howl of Terror again. To delay the inevitable. We have 4 Fiends in Frenzy. They are really strong. And Foggy feels forced into a TP, but he has 3 mines up. And all the time and gold in the world.
Seemingly not wanting to transition into anything else, just staying on the double wins.
I have a level 3 Pit Lord now with Cleave
A
too.
player's forces are under
Claws
attack.
plus 12 would be amazing, but on the other side, everything is air. Like, Frenzy, Cleave is really good against ground. And if these archers would be on the ground, okay. But, yeah.
And the Slaughterhouse was killed earlier, so still no Destroyers. So this is super easy Entangle kills.
Level 5 Alchemist as well. Oh boy, what a bad day.
Third base starts mining now.
Yes, no, nothing that Sheik is doing about it. I'm not too sure if he knows about it even. Chimera Roost by Foggy. He wants to end this now. No time for this.
So much supply. And another big item, Warsong Battle Drums. Oh yeah.
More armor and more damage with 2 auras. Yeah, give me that. Okay, skeletons see it now and like, oh, you...
A town is under
He's
siege.
not getting marksmanship yet, Neo.
He is. It's
Oh, he
already
did.
done.
It just finished a second ago. Do we finally have Destroyer form? I'm not sure.
No.
You need it, Sheik. You need it.
Okay, here we go. He's back into the corner. Howl of Terror again, but the DK is almost dead, passes the potion. But look at this HP bar. It's just
Bye-bye.
diminishing. It's gone.
Alright, Sheik, you had plenty of opportunities to call it already. Now he certainly does, finally. GG. And
Alright, first series of the day goes full distance as Foggy slaps back. Man, there was quite a rebound here on Amazonia with an invitation by Sheik. Now 2-2. Thank you, a big boss Banzai, and goes to Gohan for the 46-month resub, close to 4 years. Thank you very much. Still, Foggy did make quite some mistakes. TM was easy. AZ was easy. But every time there was an almost equal game, Foggy was struggling. And this shall not happen on the last map we have here. That's Echo Isles.
Is there another pocket strat ready? Well, I guess it wasn't exactly pocket strats. It was the risky ghoul pull early. There's no really any reason to do that on Echo Isles. And Foggy, what's his mindset now? He won 1 game with Demon, yes, but he lost the next 2. And then the Keeper came in and looked really strong. But that was because Keeper got level 3 easily for free. And then games are almost always easy when the Keeper has this strong of a level 3 presence early.
Usually, Echo Isles was Foggy's best map against Undead. That's where he beat 1-0 for the first time. That's when he beat... No, was that where he beat Happy? I don't think so. But yeah. He's really good on this map. And Sheik. Throwing it away because of a ghoul harass. Really? I wonder, what will we see? Sheik already accomplished more than many have thought. I thought it's gonna be a quick 3-0. And I think many were with me. Is it the second upset of the tournament? Or will Foggy prevail and face the winner of X-Lord and Cash? We go on to Echo Isles.
Foggy on the left, Sheik on the right. We have a ghoul build once again by the undead from Russia. Where's the Agent of War gonna be for Foggy? How greedy is he feeling now? Not greedy at all. At the green camp. Not taking the risk at the Merc, which only very few Night Elves are doing anymore nowadays. If the undead steals the Shadow Priest and comes across aggressively, that's really dangerous. So Foggy's playing it safe. And with that, the question of first hero is not yet solved. Could be a demon, could be a keeper. I'm expecting a demon, actually.
Don't forget about the Warden, Remo. Always
No.
doable.
No way. 0%.
No way, 0%?
Less than 1%. Less than
1%? Okay.
Not 0%, less than 1%.
Well, we have the answer in a second. Keeper it is. Never
Okay.
change a running system.
Tyler's Wrath. Thank you for the 12-month resub. Thank you guys for keeping the greatest game ever alive for years and reviving it despite Blizzard's best efforts to bury it.
Dude, it's a Dreadlord.
Whoa! Wow.
Is this mass ghoul push?
I think it's an expansion.
Or is it an expansion? Or is it a normal build? I can totally see a ghoul all in. This being Sheik.
Oh, right, he did that once against Sonic in this crazy best of 5. Echo Isles, yeah. Oh. Well, Keeper is a pretty good hero against that, though.
Yeah, with summons. That is very true. Foggy doesn't see the first hero yet. He unsummons the altar. Now question, where do we go? Sacrificial Skull and Rod of Necromancy goes south. But there is a Wisp to scout.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Keeper is marching across, and the Wisp sees DK not at the normal spot. Ghoul harassing the Wisp. This is very suspicious. And I actually like how this is looking for Sheik. I'm kind of sad he didn't go for a second skull. Oh, the Keeper!
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Instant sleep. No!
Oh, messes it up. Sheik.
Needs a second one.
Don't tell me you mess it up again. Okay.
No Wisp nearby. Instant TP. He actually slept the Wisp to not get detonated. So this is the Keeper on the other side of the map. Rushes over again. Huntress transition.
The Keeper denied 2 of the creeps with the Ancient of War.
Oh, wow. Oh, that is no entangle for a long time.
So far away from the level up.
This is the Huntress transition by Foggy.
He's going. This is all in.
Yeah.
This is super mega all in.
Yeah. And that with only level 1. Pulling Wisps. Getting Hunts. Is it double crypt by Sheik? No, can't afford it. Not yet. Oh, he's also supply stuck.
Are under attack.
Waiting for this. This Ziggurat is super important.
Yeah. Wisp coming in. They can dispel the blight, but this Ziggurat is coming up.
Can get rid of some mana.
For the Haunted.
Oh, there's one more sleep now.
It's a lot of units down here, though.
Murlocs coming in.
Oh, sleep. Could be dangerous.
Level 2.
Level up. The Archer dies. That's level 2. Haunted cancelled. But can be set up again.
The tower is almost
Oh,
finished.
it was not cancelled. No lumber return.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's horrible.
Oh. Wait, perhaps he did because he's teching now. Sheik's taking. Maybe that's where all the lava went. Probably that's.
Yeah, I was sure that he had 225 after it was cancelled.
Oh, this is super dangerous for the keeper, by the way. If he gets slapped, he's dead.
Yeah. Only level 1 though. Graveyard at the expansion to wall this off. More experience due to the Treants. There is an AP coming at 40%, but he's alone. The Huntress transition. They weren't there in time. Foggy is on tier 1.
Players' forces are under attack.
He's got 1 Huntress at the moment. Or 2?
Yep.
2 hunts. Okay. That's not that many.
Dreadlord has more time.
Second crypt coming up in the main. Sheik getting ready for guards.
Yeah, that's the hard counter to hunts. Nothing can attack air except the Keeper of the Grove. Dreadlord must get the last hit, gets the last hit.
There's no entangle. Like, there's nothing to fear.
Nope.
Normally the issue with the ghouls is they die like flies against the level 2 keeper and hunts. But without entangle...
Players' forces are under attack.
Hides behind the tower now, take it 50%. He has the lumber, he has the gold. He could go for the expansion again, but rather securing the advantage he has. It's only Treants. Can he crack the tower?
Not that many ghouls here. Carrion doesn't do that much damage either.
And against glaives, you can't repair. Sheik is just waiting for tier 2, but losing the Ziggurat means he's supply stuck.
Yep, and he's not noticing it in the main.
Oh no. Oh no. He's rebuilding the graveyard. That was super expensive as well. Foggy's timing lines up.
Sheik, you need ziggurats. He's not realizing it.
And he was mining with 4 acolytes only for a long time. Is this where it all falls apart? A series of mistakes. But Foggy makes the right call in the very end.
Oh, and he can't go tier 3 either because he also didn't make an altar again. We saw this before today.
Is there a way back for Sheik? Gargs should
Players'
still be
forces are
strong,
under attack.
but it takes forever until he can build them. Again, like, same with the Necromancer build. The build could have worked very, very, very well. If not for some mistakes that ruin the timings. Oh, no graveyard, no Gargs. That is correct. So he has to wait even longer. Ah, it's finished now.
A town is under
This
siege.
Ziggurat now. This late Ziggurat.
And why didn't he make a ziggurat at the expansion? He could have had a narrow plus a spirit tower there. And then that's much, much, much harder to crack. Ooh. Okay, makes for a very interesting game. Foggy is getting ready for his own expansion. Tree of Life coming up in the south. His tier 2 tech is soon to be finishing. Guess what?
Yep.
Double Temple Necros again.
This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable.
Sheik always produces interesting games. Is it a good strat or is it just interesting? We'll find that out.
Against Night Elf, man, there's... Okay, here's the thing. In the main, there's always wisps. He can't push the main. But he can push the expansion if Foggy is too greedy with the wisp and doesn't have wisp there. Of course, there will be 5 in the main, but maybe you can snipe them with Carrion Swarm. There's a lot of ifs, I'm aware, but at the expo it should be way more doable than in the main. He sells the second crypt once again.
Interesting. Pitlord second again. Let's go.
Well, against Hunts it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
And he has 2 claws already. So this cleave is sick.
Oh, the creep jack here at the marketplace could be really good for Foggy. Going for a panda second. And Sheik is not ready to fight yet. Good timing by the Ukrainian. Wants to claim the Ogre Magi for himself. And should be able to. Carrion could be big damage though.
Oh, Lightning Shield on the Panda does a lot against these ghouls.
A player's forces are under attack.
The Dreadlord should be staying in there, shouldn't he? I guess he's a little hurt though.
He had the potion.
Heal scroll had to be used already.
Another Carrion, but it seems like it's too late.
A town is
It's
under
Cleave
siege.
first already. It's big AoE, only with a normal attack.
And now Sheik's going tier 3. Finally.
Unholy Frenzy, Frenzy ghouls.
It is such a weird game, man.
What do you mean? It's just pure meta.
You see this on Netties all the time.
I play it. This is my build. You see this on Netties all the time.
You've seen this already one time 5 years ago. How could you
A
forget?
player's forces are under attack.
Playing it twice in a row. I wonder if we see the full potential of the Pit Lord this time. Because he's gonna be really sick. There's no Alchemist against him this time. There's no Mass Air. Dryads are affected by this as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
But it still takes time. A lot of time. Feels like Foggy is not too sure how to play against this though. Haha! He needs reveal. Oh, okay, wakes up the crit now. I thought the Nightcrawlers on Shadow Meld and can't be attacked anymore, but...
So, this is quite a bit of time that this whole tier 3 transition is taking.
Yeah.
It's 140 seconds for the tech. And another, how much is it, 60 or so for Frenzy?
Frenzy is adept.
A player's forces are under attack.
No, I mean Ghoul Frenzy.
Ah. Yeah, Cripple shouldn't do too much. The Master Spell.
It's only gonna be 3 Necros. Oh, Sheik perhaps supply stuck again.
Ah, there's a Ziggurat coming. So I guess he's going for a 60 supply push then.
Panda's level 3 with a Pendant of Energy. That's very good.
But the
Sheik
Pit Lord
will
found the
certainly
third
need his-
claw.
That's also good.
It's very good.
Sheik needs a heal scroll. He can't rely on being able to get one from the middle. So he should probably go for one from the main.
Orb. This is plus 23 damage and
The
Frenzy.
Necromaster Train looks badass.
Badass, yeah. It's also one of
Badass.
our sub badges if you're subbing long enough. So keep him coming. So, is there a Frenzy Pit Lord now? I want to see ya.
He's just counter expanding,
Player's
isn't he?
forces are under attack.
Greatest counter expo of all time.
Dude, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Frenzy is ready. Master
This is
training
such
as
a
well.
fun game, dude. Lulz.
Dude, this Pit Lord is gonna wreck any ground army.
Unless he gets focused. There's no healing for him.
Well, that's also not a spell on Entangle. He needs the spell. Okay, he can't get it.
Needs an invul. Oh, and he did not go for a heal scroll from the main. And there's no corpses. He doesn't have Meat Wagon.
Oh, look at Foggy's quick reaction to this second expansion attempt. Save 2 Whiz, builds 2 APs. This will force Sheik back again. The Pit Lord is the carry. On level 1. It's so weird.
Waiting for the heal scroll. 15 seconds.
Oh, is Foggy engaging before? Against the Breath of Fire with ghouls. It's mandatory to have this.
Oh!
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Now coming in with the cleave.
A lot of AoE on both sides. We have the heal scroll. Here it goes. Few wisp detonates coming in as well. Oh, the combo though.
Oh, level 4. There's another carrion swarm. And the cleave is really good. But can he stay in there for longer?
Pitlord doing all damage. Doing a ton of damage.
Yeah.
When he gets to attack. But remember, he can just be focused as well.
The Necros aren't doing anything. He has Frenzy now, not dispelled. Look at him go!
Entangle.
Breath of Fire! That was bad! He has an Invo Potion. Okay, can be safe. Was that enough time? Haunted is finished, but 2 APs.
A player's forces are under attack.
It looks like Foggy has enough. Entangle forces the invul pot, but the Pitlord, ooh, like
The cleave.
It's level 1 cleave only, by the way.
Yep. Takes out all the Necros now with the Dryad.
Oh, the Pitlord!
Oh, that's the carry gone, and that's Sheik tapping out. He was really close, but it's 1-25 now in series against Foggy. I feel like he threw the series away.
Yeah.
He looked so good on map 2 and 3 in the straight-up games. But he wanted to be flashy. He wanted to shine with unusual strategies, and that's what he got. Lower bracket.
In the normal standard games, Sheik played very well. He out-microed Foggy, and Foggy made a lot of mistakes. But Sheik going super off the rails crazy, at least with the Dreadlord, doesn't work out. But yeah, he's gonna have another chance in the lower bracket, where he's gonna be waiting now for his next opponent, either X-Lord or Cash.
Absolutely, that's gonna be our next match. What a hyped one! The best orc in all of Europe against one of the strongest players Europe has ever seen. A new mouse sport, Signy. We go into a little break, give it up to our sponsor AMD, who makes all of this possible, and then we're back with the last Winnerbracket Quarterfinal.